Jagajanani, O Jagamata.
Jagajanani, O Jagamata.
Nirmala Rupadara.
Nirmala Rupadara.
Nirmala Rupadara.
Nirmala Rupadara.
All right, good evening, everyone. You might be wondering, what is she doing here on a Tuesday? So basically, guys, just here today, filling in for Auntie Jenny. Auntie Jenny is helping out with the new 21-day series we have for the June program. So you guys might remember the 21-day series we've done for beginners. So we're doing another one for June, hosted by Australia and Asia Pacific. And Auntie Jenny is helping out with that today and has asked me to sort of fill in for her as a techie role. And we have Auntie Mahima from Sydney today who will lead the session. The session will not have the Burwood Ashram. So we're just going to use Mother's photo today, as Auntie Mahima will coordinate or lead the session from home. But basically, I hope you're all doing well. I'm just going to keep this very quick to announce here, in case sometimes we don't check messages on the phone, that you may notice now we have another session that has joined our Ashram series during the week. And all the information is on our website, that now every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Sydney time, we have foot soak sessions led by Auntie Rita and a team from like Adelaide and even sometimes other parts of Australia. So what that means is now we have 4 sessions during the week to do with the Ashram series. The Monday and Friday are foot soak sessions. The Tuesdays are usually by Auntie Jenny and someone else from Sydney and the Burwood Ashram. And then usually myself and someone else on Wednesdays from Brisbane. So like I always say, there is a lot of programs happening. Take your pick to see whatever interests you, whatever topic interests you, and whichever one you join. Again, it honestly doesn't matter as long as you're feeling good and if you're learning something new as well. So we try and keep these topics during the week different and spontaneous. But either way, I'm sure you will enjoy whichever one you jump on. So without further ado, I'm going to bring Auntie Mahima here. Some of you may see her for the first time. Some of you may know her. And maybe Auntie can tell a little bit about who she is. And then she will get started with today's session. So have a enjoyable time, relax. If you have any questions at all, put it in the chat box. If you ever have any sound feedback as well, you can always let us know as well. And I hope you're all doing well otherwise. So welcome, Auntie Mahima. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Rachita. Welcome everybody to today's meditation session. It's a pleasure to be back again. I can see some of the familiar faces that I have met on other groups or other sessions that you have attended before. So welcome back, and great to see you here. So today we're going to keep it very, very simple. It's just a session where we can meditate and try to achieve the basic concept of silencing our mind or thoughtless awareness. And we're just going to focus on that. So get ready, feel relaxed, and make yourself comfortable. And I'll guide you through. So primarily, you don't have to do any work, and you just have to follow my lead and just enjoy the meditation. So I hope you do get into it. So to begin with, we start off with raising our Kundalini and giving ourselves abundance. And you've all possibly have learned this. So moving our left hand up, right around it, all the way, and tying 1 knot on the first, 2 knots on the second, and 3 knots on the third time. Giving yourself abundance, just like a rainbow, going across and back 7 times. Let's close our eyes, place our hand in our lap or at the level of our chest, just to acknowledge how we're feeling right now. take a moment or two to calibrate, to figure out what's happening within myself right now. Let's start off with a few deep breaths, leaving our palms open, facing upwards. Let's hold our right hand at the base of our spine like a scoop, like a cup, and scoop this energy by placing our hand in front of our base of our spine and going slowly up all through the spinal cord and placing this energy on top of our head. So we are requesting this Kundalini energy to rise and go all the way to the top of our head. Let's do that a few times. In the final step, you can just place your right hand on top of your head. Give the Sahasrara chakra, the fontanelle bone area, a gentle massage. Requesting this energy to reach this place on top of our head. And see if we can leave our attention there for a few moments on top of our head while we continue to sit with our eyes closed and breathing normally. So the idea of meditation is to maintain our awareness on top of our head so that our Kundalini can follow our attention and establish itself on top of our head. And when it does that, we can be in the state of thoughtless awareness. So if our attention is already staying on top of our head, leave it there. And if it is wandering around, then let's go through some affirmations of some of the chakras to strengthen that attention. In today's meditation, we'll focus a bit more on the lower two chakras, and we'll try to work on these chakras to strengthen the qualities of these chakras. and I'll guide you through. So the lowest chakra, the Muladhara chakra, as you know, lies at the base of our spine. So if we bring our attention to the base of our spine, in the middle of our body, we're focusing on the aspect of innocence, wisdom, purity. So let's bring our attention to the base of our spine for a few moments. And we're going to say some affirmations and some mantras. So bringing our attention to the center Muladhara chakra, let's say one mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please make me an innocent person. Keeping our attention at the base of our spine, let's move to the slight left side of the spine, which would represent the left Muladhara chakra. And this is the beginning of our pure desire. So even the desire to meditate or to understand about meditation starts from this place. So we can request Shri Mataji to give us the pure desire to understand ourselves, to understand our ascent, to get into the state of meditation. So here we can request Shri Mataji, please give me the pure desire that leads to my further ascent. Keeping our attention on the left Muladhara chakra, we ask Mother, please give me the pure desire to ascend, to go deeper into my ascent and in my meditation. We can say the mantra to Shuddha Ichha, which means a pure desire. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shuddha Ichha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's now bring our attention to the right side of the Muladhara chakra. This aspect of the Muladhara chakra is responsible for destroying all that is negative within ourselves. The presiding deity of this chakra is Shri Kartikeya, who is the brother of Shri Ganesha. So we can say one mantra to Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, you are Shri Kartikeya. Please destroy all that is negative within my subtle system, which is within my being. Shri Mataji, please remove all negative, all obstacles that prevent my ascent. Keeping our focus on the right side of our Muladhara chakra. Mother, please destroy all negativity that prevents my ascent. Let's bring our attention to the center of the Swadhisthana chakra, which is at the base of your stomach, in the middle of your body. This is the chakra of our creativity and also the chakra of our knowledge. So we can request Shri Mataji for our Kundalini to cleanse this Swadhisthana chakra. And we can say one mantra to Shri Brahma Deva Saraswati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahma Deva Saraswati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Let's now move our attention to the left side of the Swadhisthana chakra, which is your left hip or your leg, where it's connected to your torso. If you like, you can place your right hand on your left Swadhisthana chakra. And here we ask for pure knowledge. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge so I can learn about meditation, about my subtle system. Mother, please remove all that impure knowledge that I might have accumulated from reading, from learning, from knowing a variety of things that might not be so beneficial for my ascent. Keeping our attention on the left Swadhisthana, we can say a mantra to Shri Nirmal Vidya, which is the pure knowledge. Shri Nirmal Vidya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmal Vidya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Mother, please remove the effects of any false knowledge that I have accumulated in my subtle system. Let's bring our right hand back into our lap. To put our attention on our right Swadhisthana chakra, let's place the left hand onto the right Swadhisthana chakra, which is on your stomach on the right side, just above your leg. This is the chakra where all our thoughts are originating. So we want those thoughts to be pure. So here we say, Shri Mataji, please give me pure attention, pure thoughts. Shri Mataji, may my attention be on my spirit. Mother, please purify my attention and my thoughts. Right, Swadhisthana chakra is ruled by the aspect of Shri Hazrat Ali and Fatima. So we can say a mantra to Shri Hazrat Ali, Fatima, Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hazrat Ali, Fatima, Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Let's bring both our hands back in our lap. Keeping our attention within ourselves, let's see if our attention can rise all the way to the top of our head, onto the Sahasrara chakra. Let's bring our right hand onto our forehead. And here we can say one mantra to Shri Jesus Mary, so that we can release all the tension, all the excessive thoughts that might still be there. So say one mantra to Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please remove all my thoughts so that I can achieve the state of thoughtless awareness. Let's bring our attention on top of our head. Just enjoy the meditation for a few moments. Keeping our attention on top of our head, we're going to listen to a talk by Shri Mataji, which is about the aspect of Shri Ganesha, the deity for the Muladhara Chakra. This talk is from mid-80s or 90s, in which Shri Mataji is talking about the qualities of Shri Ganesha. So while we are listening to this talk, let's maintain our attention on top of our head. It's an audio talk with visuals of Shri Mataji's photograph. So if you like, you can keep your eyes closed and see if you can maintain that focus on top of your head during the talk of Shri Mataji. So continue this meditation while listening to this talk.
With all the Ganpatis sitting around me and you all the Ganas sitting in front of me. I don't know what to say. It's remarkable, very remarkable. Because most of you come from a culture which has never shown any respect of Sri Ganesha. They never realized how important it was. That without Sri Ganesha's qualities, we cannot achieve anything in our life. The idea of everyday, moment to moment enjoyment has destroyed them. And also the desire to know the divine. I am Rala also. Vanishes also in the thin air. Because you get lost into this moment to moment enjoyment till you get destructive, completely destroyed. But I really don't understand how you have achieved this state where you see the purity is so important to life. That Ganesha's qualities, his value system, and his innocence to be imbibed. I feel very gratified that such a thing has happened now in your lives. And you all are so much in praise for Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha is there from our childhood. Yesterday you saw the children, how they were so beautiful and entertained us the most. Everybody had a smile on their face. And I said, don't laugh, because if you laugh, they feel a little offended and they think that you are laughing at them. The enjoyment that we had from that drama of children was more than what one would expect from adults doing that kind of a drama just to entertain us. It might be some sort of a very subtle joy of Sri Ganesha that made us so happy. We all have Sri Ganesh settled very nicely within ourselves, and in you awakened. Awakened in such a manner that in your free will also you do not want to do things that will go against Sri Ganesha. His manifestation within you is so evident. You see your faces, they are so beautifully shining, so very different from other people. One day I was traveling from London, and there was one Indian lady who came to see me. And she said, I was surprised to see your disciples. Their faces were shining with such light. I've never seen any disciples like that. I asked her, who are you? She said, I'm married in Guru Nanak's family. And all the people in his family are just the opposite what Sri Guru Nanak was. So I said, because they worship Sri Ganesha. So she said that in our family nobody worships Sri Ganesh. I said, it cannot be possible. How is it? No, they believe in Nirakar, the formless God of Chaitanya. I said, but who is the source of that Chaitanya? Why don't they find out who is the source? So they said that Nanaka has only talked up to this point. He has not talked about the source. I said, better find out. Because in this book, maybe some things have been taken away. And then somebody gave me a passage where he had described the innocence, the deity of Sri Ganesha also. He had described that the whole creation was done by the mother and not by the father. It's very surprising because Nirakaris, those people who don't believe in the forms of God, always talk of father, not of the mother. It is true also about Christianity, also about Islam, also about the Jews. All of them, they talk of the father and not of the mother, nor about Sri Ganesh. It seems in the ancient time, they believed in child God. Even in China, even in Greece, and also in many other countries who were supposed to be primitive. But they all believed in the child God. So now, when we deal with our children, we should know that they are just like Sri Ganesh. They are very innocent, very simple, except in cases sometimes they are affected by some things and they lose their moorings. But Sri Ganesha's greatest contribution to Sahaja Yoga is that he makes you feel my vibration. He makes you feel the beauty of purity and simplicity. Only possible if Sri Ganesha is awakened within you. Also, the Kundalini won't rise without the sanction of this Chancellor. He is the one sitting on Muladhara. But you should know he is on every chakra. Innocence cures all the maladies, physical, mental, emotional, especially the spiritual. But Sri Ganesha's quality, the most important, is that he believes in emitting vibration. He believes in projecting his vibrations to everyone. That is the quality now I feel all of you as Sahajogis can use. You got your realization without any effort, I should say. It was such. The life before self-realization was different. You got your transformation and you have jumped into the new era of, as I say, of meta-science. But here now we have to see, whatever we have got, what are we to do with it? You of course know that you have to give realizations to others. You have to cure people. You have to love them and you have to be compassionate. But apart from that, now the deliberations about yourself have to start. That is through Sri Ganesha's powers that are within you. You should see that you can emit your powers, your energy to others. You can project it to others. Now, for example, if somebody comes to you, meets you, if you know how to deliberately project your energy, this is a new type of meditation you have to practice. That to emit your energy, project your energy to others. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to talk, but just feel deliberately, again I say deliberately, it's not search, it's not spontaneous. This is what you have to practice, is to emit your energy of your innocence of Sri Ganesha to others. So when they see you, their innocence would be awakened. Now, for example, say we had some problems in London, and Sir Yogis told me, Mother, there are still, some men are looking at us, and some said that there are many women who are looking at us. It was a mutual sort of a thing going on. I said, you can project your energy in such a manner that projection will stop all this kind of stupid behavior of other people, and also make them understand, respect you, and feel your dignity. Not very difficult. But on the contrary, as the culture is to attract men and attract women, it will diminish. The energy will diminish. When you feel your own dignity and serenity, and that you are now self-realized people, you are not ordinary people. A kind of majestic personality develops within you. That majestic personality really can have a tremendous effect on the surrounding people. Tremendous. It's a kind of a deliberate projection you should start. I don't know that side, that how to project it or how to deliberately do it. It's just spontaneous with me. It just happens. But you can achieve it yourself with little practice. Try to face such people with not disdain or contempt, but just your majestic personality. This personality, see, is here now, you see, is sitting in such a majestic manner, and is also giving the vibrations to others. The whole figure is doing something suddenly to people. To expect that the whole world will change spontaneously I don't think is all right. Because the world is so chaotic, full of so much chaos, so much ego, so much conditioning. But something within you can rise above others with your sense of dignity, with your complete selfhood, where you stand with yourself. You are not to be rude, you are not to be egoistical. You need not say things if you don't want to say anything. Just that silent personality can emit such beautiful vibrations which you have. You have stored up a lot of vibrations with yourself. And this storing up is showing on your faces, which I said are shining. But the innocence that you have, you have to be proud of it. Very much proud of it. Even now, sometimes you feel that people will say you are not properly dressed up, or maybe you are ugly looking, or all kinds of things that they expect every other person to be. It's a funny thing that in this world, all human beings expect others to be very good. Everybody should be a hero or something. What about themselves? They never think. So now you have become heroes in the sense that spiritually you are much higher than all of them. So this projection, when it starts, I am saying again, deliberate. Then you should not be afraid that I'll develop my ego. You should not be afraid that I'll get some conditioning. But just in a way, with the understanding that you have these powers within you beautifully expressing themselves, as a child does. You see, if there's one child, it can entertain at least 100 people. What is so sweet about the child is the innocence, the way he speaks, the way he talks, the way he behaves, the way he expresses his love is so simple, but it has something in the essence, this innocence of Sri Ganesha. Anywhere there's a question of children, the whole world gets worried about it. The whole world wants to solve the problem. If a child is in trouble, anywhere, all over the world, it will be circulated that such and such thing is happening to such a child. And everybody will be worried. If they see a child anywhere, the faces change. You see the faces. The expression changes automatically because that child is emitting that innocence without any deliberations, without any special way of doing it, but just spontaneously. But then you grow. You start growing with others who are also not innocent. You have to meet them. You can't run away from the society. You start getting all the rapport with such people who are talking about things, actually those who are criticizing Sri Ganesha. Gradually your innocence starts dying out. And you feel sometimes inferior to all those who are supposed to be very great warriors against innocence. In the sense that when I was in London, I saw they all used to laugh at me because I had this kumkum. But I used to think they don't know why I am wearing it. So ignorant they are. Very ignorant people that they don't know in India. All the married women have to wear this. Even the Muslims wear that. They also wear Mangal Sutra. So I said that this is just written down on my head that I am a married woman is just to tell people that don't bother me. I've got my husband behind me and he can take you to task. This kind of ignorance is so much in the West, and still they think they are a higher race, they are greater people. They don't know even small things about life. For the innocents, I think they have lost any knowledge about it long time back. And that's how it is a society today which is absolutely lost its own moorings. Every individual is separate, every individual is doing something, and they don't know each other. Without innocence, you cannot have a rapport with other people. Because that means you have some sort of a lust or greed behind the whole thing. So much so now, it's become so boring, the whole thing, that even once I told a Sahaja that if you are going there, there's a family and they have a daughter, so just give this present to her. Simple thing. Now this yogi was quite an elderly person, not a young boy. He said, Mother, I better not go. I said, why? Because they will misunderstand. What will they misunderstand?
So let's keep our attention on top of our head. Requesting Shri Mataji to make us innocent and give us the qualities of Shri Ganesha so we can project that dynamic innocence that she's talking about. So keeping our attention on top of our head, we can request Shri Mataji, please make me innocent and pure and dynamic. Let's see while that focus. Shri Mataji, please establish my attention in the third chakra.
Sorry, Auntie, can you repeat that again? We didn't catch that. You might have to sit closer to your mic again. Yep.
Mataji, please establish my attention on the Sahasrara chakra. Keeping our attention on the Sahasrara chakra, just see if we can maintain it there for as long as possible. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Look at the bindi on Shri Mataji's photograph. And notice if your thoughts have all settled down. So you can do this little exercise in which you are looking at the forehead, the bindi of Shri Mataji, the red dot, but you might not be thinking at all. So to finish off, we can raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan again. Thank you very much for joining today. I hope you enjoyed some quietness in your meditation today. And feel free to hang around and continue to meditate if you like. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. Thanks, Rachita, for all the support for today. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Happy meditating.
Thanks a lot, Auntie Mahima, and thanks everyone for joining. We'll leave a little bit of music playing for about 5 more minutes. Please feel free to enjoy the meditation. But thank you again for coming along. And yep, just a final thanks to Auntie for leading the session. Have a good night if you have to leave, or have a good day ahead wherever you may be. And yeah, we'll see you around in another session during the week.